Sometimes when I'm speaking, I love to tell an audience, live so the preacher won't have to lie at your funeral. That always brings some snickers and sometimes applause. Perhaps because all of us have been at one of those funerals. Have you? Where we think, are they talking about the guy in the casket? I don't remember him that way. Well, you get a little older and you find yourself attending more funerals than you thought you would. I am approaching 50. I will not tell you from which side I'm approaching 50, but if only the good die young, what does that say about me? When I turned 50, I was looking in the mirror and I said to my wife, honey, I don't look 50, and she said, no, but you used to. Were you ever asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? None of us said bald, wrinkled, and saggy, did we? But here I am, and if I have anything, I have experience. So if you don't mind, or even if you do, I'd like to offer a little bit of advice. My father grew up in an out-of-control home where gunfire and alcohol were more predictable than mealtime. Dad had a drinking problem. He never needed glasses. He drank straight from the bottle. He saw a sign, Drink Canada Dry, and he gave it his best shot. But before I was born, God changed his life. He fell in love with Jesus and began reading the Bible. In Proverbs 3, he found the key to passing on a legacy worth celebrating. It says, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. He went on to love my mama for 62 years of marriage. He didn't chase stuff he couldn't cram in his coffin. And thinking of his life now, I realized there are about 1,000 rewards for living a life of integrity. And here are just 3. First, the peace of a clear conscience. I was reading Pinocchio to my granddaughter. What a great story. Jiminy Cricket is Pinocchio's conscience, and it's only when the wooden-headed Pinocchio listens to Jiminy that he becomes a real boy. A clear conscience can be a sign of a bad memory, but more often it gives birth to peace. Peace brings joy, and joy brings our laugh back. The second reward for a life of integrity, the privilege of being a mentor. When God works in your life, you have something to pass along that helps shape the lives of others. I was not a great student. One teacher said, Callaway, you'll never amount to anything. Another said, you have a gift. I want you in my communication arts class tomorrow morning. His words and example absolutely transformed my life. I've had opportunity to thank him before hundreds of thousands of people. The other teacher? Well, I send him my books whenever they're translated into Chinese. Just for the lulz. Walk in integrity. You'll challenge others to do the same. And when we're gone, our lives continue to bless and challenge. And the third reward is the joy of lasting riches. My dad did not leave much behind, but we have looked everywhere with shovels. But I would take his legacy to that of the wealthiest of men. Dad's grandkids loved him. They braided his hair. He shaped their lives and left them lasting wealth by example, by love, by his wisdom. Proverbs 2 says, for the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. The peace of a clear conscience, the privilege of being a mentor, and the joy of lasting riches. The Bible keeps its biography short. Many are just 6 words long. God called David a man after my own heart. Paul called himself simply Paul, an apostle of Jesus Christ. What 6-word bio would describe you? One tombstone says, the richest man in the cemetery. Another says, an atheist, no place to go. I think I'd like this, grateful and goofy, redeemed and forgiven. How about you? May all of us live so the preacher won't have to lie at our funeral. You want to help make stories of hope and joy available around the world? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video today. Thanks.